Hello my friends, and welcome to this special video about a store I have been going to recently, and it's called World 8. And for those who do not get the reference, well, something's wrong with you if you do not realize what World 8 really means. Moving on. My first brush with this store actually goes back as far as, like, say, a year ago, when I was just going out and doing stuff. And I noticed this little store called World 8. Now, I never knew about it because, I just kept passing by and, kept passing by it. So, what I did the last couple of weeks is, well, for one thing, I got a whole mess of games that I'd beaten, and, I said, well, since things are, getting kind of dicey around here, I gotta do my part to help. So what I did was I actually took a few games down, already beaten, and went to the store called World 8. As soon as I stepped in there, I basically, I looked around, and this place actually appreciates all games from all corners of the world except for Atari. I mean, the initial time I actually called, the guy said, come on down, bring your stuff down here. We'll work out a nice price for it. Got a bit of a good deal out of it. It's nothing like GameStop, for damn sure. So where it's located is it's located in Koreatown. It's a 40-minute bus ride down there. Straight shot on the 204. I go down there, and like I said, when I went in there, it basically is really a place that appreciates games from all angles. It's like I've seen two people just man this place, and whoever these two people is on that day, I always see the guy there. He, of course, by the way, shares my name. So we start chewing the fat, and the last couple of times I went there, I could say I went there, and as you can see, yeah, they actually show, this place actually does appreciate all types of games, from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, up to now. They're just not into, the older stuff like Atari or what have you, but they do know the latest and the greatest as far as this as far as this generation of consoles are concerned. So it, like I said, it's nothing like GameStop. Once you go in there, you can bring in, say, your consoles. They basically will repair it. They buy, sell, trade, and repair. It's like a mom and pop video store I went to before. It was way out. I forgot the name of it. So, like I said, I went in there. The guy remembers a place I went to. La Cienega. It was on La Cienega. Excuse me. It was on La Cienega, and it was right across from Toys R Us. It was called Hyper Game Action. He remembers that place just like I remember that place. And for those who don't know Hyper Game Action, it was an old store that actually sold domestic as well as imports. So they for Sega they had Sega Saturn games, and I'm like, oh, they had Sega Saturn on it. Damn. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So as I said, I was like, really, I really was like that. Excuse the yawning. It's been a long day. But when I went there, I'm like, wow. They not only had games, but they had merch, like shirts. They had toys. They had pretty much everything you could imagine in there. And like I said, they're doing what GameStop forgot to do, or it's forgetting to do. Basically, oh hey, we're you're trying to stay up on top of the latest and greatest, and it doesn't work out. You tend to forget that some people just don't want to get in-store credit. Sometimes they just want to get cash. So it's like for me, I said maybe I want to go in there and maybe get and maybe update my PS4 log of games. But it's like right now, well, you know what? What I could do now is just sell what I've already beaten. And, to help things out with the house and whatnot. Aside from that, if ever you show up in California, there are two locations, by the way. One is in Koreatown, which is called World 8. And there's another location in Little Tokyo called World 8 2. And as I'm looking at it, yeah, it says it's basically a video game store, buy, sell, trade. The first one is in Koreatown, which is located on 1087, I think. It's on 11th in Vermont, actually. Because like I said, it's a straight shot down from my house, so it's like a 40 minute ride on bus. Maybe shorter if you're riding in a car. But all you're doing is just going straight down. And that's it. And the other place is in Little Tokyo. And I believe I know where that is. They do have a Facebook page, a Twitter, an Instagram, a YouTube, as well as a Twitch channel. And to contact them, it's info@world8.com. That's world-8.com. So the name of the store is called, if you look it up, it's called World-8. Like you spell like it is, World-8. What I find funny about this is the fact that you don't really get to find, you really, really don't find good stores like this in this day and age, to where you can just come on in and you don't, and it's like you don't have to worry about, say, all the stuff that's, the anxiety prone stuff, like, oh hey, I'm here for PS4, I'm here for the no, if you want to get rid of some old stuff, you can. I came from there just the other day, and I can only say, during the initial, the guy there said, you know what, give us a good word. All I can say is, sure, I can give you a good word, no problem. It's no problem at all. I don't mind giving you a good word because guess what? You got yourself a customer. And I do see myself, going up there, maybe get a game every once in a while, little tiny steps, if it's better than what GameStop is offering, then sure. Because, last couple of times I've been there, let me share with you how much I got for, oh, that's nice. The last time I've been up there, which was quite recent. So I'm looking at my my receipt. Check this out. So I had 2 greatest hits collection. One is Final Fantasy Chronicles, and the other is Anthology. They gave me the following. Okay, $1.50 for Chronicles. It was a greatest hits collection. 25 cents for Bioshock Infinite. $5 for Neptunia, Four Goddesses Online. $24 for Smash Bros. Melee. $15 for Sonic Gems Collection. $3. Mind you, these are all trade-ins. $3 for Lost Kingdoms. 75 cents for Namco Museum 40th Anniversary. $1.25 for Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1. 50 cents for both Puzzle Quest and Dragon Age Origins. Let's see. Final Fantasy Anthology went for $1. A third-party PS1 memory card went for $0.25. Full Metal Alchemist 2, Curse of the Crimson Elixir went for 50 cents, and Gundam Breaker went for $1.50. Gekio went for 10. Gekio Shooting King went for $10. Round it all off, it came down to say $75. So there are some good titles that I gotten rid of. Apparently, during the initial time I went up there, it's like titles, like actual good titles, like say Breath of Fire, Castlevania, Bomberman, Smash Brothers, Sonic. Even obscure games like Gekio. Like, how many people know about Gekio? Not many people know about Gekio. And you know what? It helps because, what I'm doing is I'm shaving down basically all the games I've ever beaten. And it's like, really, I can always get more and just make my collection bigger that way. And the question came up was would I feel terrible about it? I said, no. Do I feel terrible about not giving away my, I understand what they're trying to do, TMNT. I'm going to let that guy know. I say, you know what, did you look at your site? So you said TM. It's a TN. I'm going to let him know. It's TMNT. So just let you know. It's TMNT. Anyway, like I said, when I went in there, I was like, you guys get it. You guys understand. The more I went in there, the more I saw just people come in there from all walks of life. And they are so nice in there. They're people, people. Like, they get you. They understand you. It's a beautiful thing when you see people just come in there and like, okay. You know, I'm like, wow. I mean, it's as a, you know, I feel okay with getting something, you know, getting some sort of value for all these games I've collected over the years. All these games that I've ever beaten. And it's like, well, guess what? I don't mind giving that up. Just to say, oh, hey, here you go. Get a nice chunk of change for it. And at the same time, like, okay. To, you know, share the wealth. You know, I don't mind. It's cool. You know, and plus, you know, it's when, like I said, when asked the question, would I feel any kind of regret for doing it? I'm like, no. I'll tell you why. Emulation. There are certain. I mean, they respect emulation too. Because I saw initially when I was up there, there's I saw Captain Tsubasa. I saw Sailor Moon. I'm like, I said, okay, hold on. I said, first off, you know, I was like, after what got me, I know I'm all over the place with this, but what got me was the following. That after all these years, when I took those cartridges in on my initial day in there, and they still played, I'm like, yes, because I always took care of my my game collection. You know, it's like even if it wasn't, you know, in the case or whatever, I said, shit. I kept them around to where they're safe. Damn shame I do not know where my Nintendo games are. Otherwise, I would have just sold them too. Oh, I know where they are. I probably will sell them too. Like I said, I don't feel the slightest bit. I do not feel the slightest bit, you know, sad about it because, like I said, I'm online. Emulation, it's a beautiful thing. All I have to do is like go online, go to say CD-ROMs. Oh, we got a translated version of this. Huh. There's a patch version of this. Play it. Go to say Mugen. Or no, not Mugen. Messen. Mugen is I forgot. Mugen is for arcade. Messen. I meant to say Messen. So it's like this. Like, well, I can always play, say, Mega Man 2 or Super Mario 2 or Doki Doki Panic or what have you. Pull out, miss it. There you go. Okay. Not a problem. Hell, I can even play Parody World Monster Party. And, you know, I wouldn't feel terrible about it because it's like, well, I'm still enjoying what I enjoy after the day's over with. Takes the burn off everything that I've done. Plus, on top of that, hey, I feel good about it. That's the end result. I feel good about it. I don't feel terrible. I don't feel cheated about it, about what I did, because guess what? It's paying off. In some sense, it does pay off. It's like even when I'm playing SRW, it's like I could play one mission like, it feels good. It really does. It really does feel good just from knowing, you know, I can just like doze off, listen to like Kindan no Resistance, and like, okay, For those who don't know what Kingdom No Resistance is, that's a thing from Kassange. Or I could be listening to The Guardian from Mazinger Z, The New Legend. You know, that sort of thing. I'm like, okay, I could just be like, gone, just like that. Or whatever. So, these games that are being shown here, you know, for those who don't know, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Remnants, basically, it's somewhat like FrontMission with a visual novel feel to it. And the people who have done this, whatever, go away. Anyway, the people who have done this are the same people who did Princess Crown, Vanillaware. They've done games like their artwork you've known through the Sega Saturn to the PS4, PS3, the PS4, 3 or 4 line. If you don't know about Princess Crown or Dragon's Crown, their artwork is slattered all over in 13 Sentinels. Only other person that knows about it is 40. And he has told me if I were to get it on sale. And I plan to get it on sale, but not for Switch. I know what you're telling me, but I plan to get it on PS4. Digital. Like I said, I don't mind switching over to digital if I can no longer, hook it up to my TV. You know what? I can just always get an emulator. There it is. It's not a problem. But I can always say, if ever you're in California, go by the store. Just go by the store. Hell, I'll even say, just say Izzy sent me. Just say that. I was like, who's it? I was like, Israel, the other guy. Yeah, Pookie Izzy Salmon. Yeah, just say that. So wait, that guy from? So yeah, that guy from YouTube, that guy from Twitch. Yeah, him. Because I let him know who I am. I said, look, I have a channel on YouTube and Twitch. I cover old games like this. I cover a lot of old obscure games. I cover a lot of stuff. It's like, oh, cool. I'm like, yeah. So I trust you. Like I said, we both share the same name. So I was like, it's just funny. It's like every time I come in, it's like, hey, I got some. So next time I go up there, it says, you know what? I'll take whatever you got. So it's like, well, I'll take the core system. If you got the whole set, I'll take the whole set. But I take whatever you got, so it's all good. So I think that's what I'm going to do next time I go up there. Probably get a little store credit on that note as well, because the store credit was pretty good the initial day. Because the initial day I got almost $200 in store credit. Maybe 200, 230, something like that in store credit. And trying to even it out. Trying to get, say, 200 in cash. No, something close. Got 190 out of the whole deal. Like, okay, you know what? That's good. And like I said, he just rounded off. He said, you know what? You're a good guy. Yes, I know. I have. Okay, shut up. I know. Sometimes they say, hey, don't you know? Yes, I know. Don't do that. I understand. Anyway. I plan to get this, though. I plan to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. If not that, Shredder's Revenge. Mm. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get Shredder's Revenge. As soon as everything like kind of evens out, it's like I'm gonna get a little something for myself. Because I noticed this, they've been doing a lot of rehashes recently. It's like, okay, Square Enix has been throwing out a lot of rehashes, and so we're bringing this out. We're bringing that. It's like y'all got a whole bunch of IPs that y'all just need to get your ass kicked for, you know. So after all this time, y'all need to get your ass kicked for it. Seriously. For any other stuff like this, like I know this game is stupidly popular now because it's Kirby. I'm not sure about Capcom Playing Collection. I know Red Earth. Nobody has seen hide nor hair of Red Earth, so that'd be like great. Of course, again, I'm gonna get it on digital because that way I don't have to worry about getting a physical copy when I could just go on PS4, get a digital copy. There you go. A few things I had to do next week. But, yeah. However, and whatever works, it's going to work out. Aside from all that, though, it is a great place. Really, it is. It truly is. You don't see that many mom and pop game stores. It's nothing like GameStop. It's nothing like Electronics Boutique. God, if it was something like Electronics Boutique, I swear to God. If you ever heard of Electronics Boutique, if you ever heard of EB, EB had one of the most terrible track records I ever ran into as far as going to a game store. EB Games. I'm serious. Every time I went to EB Games, it does remind me of this story. That for those who don't know, Final Fantasy VIII. My story, it was a horror story of epic proportions because it was about Final Fantasy VIII. So when I went to EB Games, what I did was I picked up Final Fantasy VIII. Wanted to try this for myself, experience it. And the funny thing is, try playing it, but can get past the opening cutscene. Take it back. I'll say, just give me a new copy of disc 1. So I don't know about this 2, 3, 4, but just give me a new disc 1. So, okay, we'll do that. I had to go in that place like 4 times because of this one could not work. Couldn't get past, say, the cutscene. So it's like now, it's like if ever I had to go to a store like this, it's like even when I went to another GameStop, there's some people who told me, hey, I'm not supposed to do this, but there's this repair store you can go to, such and such and such. Never told me about this place. I said, see, this is the thing. I look. And I'm actually glad I look because, this store actually does a whole lot more. And the fact that it has this old school feel to it, and basically it's like, oh, hey, you like this? And then you just see like NES SNES, Genesis, PS1, PS2, Dreamcast, PS3, PS4, 360, Wii. You know, it goes through all of it. So it's not just going to be a place where I'm going to just say, oh, I'm going to sell my stuff. No, no, no. I'm going to be a customer. So, you know, if it's better than, say, where I've been going to. And plus, it's a lot more breathable in there than, say, GameStop. Because every time you go to GameStop, you kind of feel this, you feel sort of just, you feel sort of tight in there. In there, it's like, you can expand your aura in there. It's like you can feel your gamer aura just expand. It's like, it's like you can feel everything in there, because like you see everything. You're not limited to seeing the new stuff, but you can see the old stuff. This one guy says, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna work on your whatever." And you bring your Nintendo in, and you know, or you see a Super Nintendo in there, or you see a Sega Genesis in there, or say a Sega CD, or what have you, whatever you have, you can bring it in. They will be happy to repair it if it's broken, or if not broken, they'll replace it. You do not see that happen in various game stores, especially a mom and pop store. And I use the term loosely because it has this mom and pop video game sort of feel to it. Because the last place I've ever went that was like that was somewhere in Torrance. But now that I know this place is a lot closer, oh hey, just hop on a bus, go right down there. Hey, how's it going? You know, it's a great place, and I, for one, I'm glad I'm going to this place. I even went as far as say, you know what? I'm following them on Twitter. I say, if ever I go, if ever I check out, you know what? I am going to do that too. I'm going to go on my Facebook. Cause yeah, let's do that. 2 seconds. Okay, so we are on Facebook, and as you can see, they do have a store. They do have, you know, what you see here. They do have a location, which is, as I said, this is their little Tokyo location. Their hours are, you know, 12 to 7:30, Monday, Wednesday through Sunday at 12 to 7:30 p.m. Tuesdays on 12 to 6. Now, when I went up there, it was, as far as I know, they changed the hours from 12 to 8. So it was like 12 to 8. But it's on Sunday, and it's just in the LA area. It's basically 12 to 8 and 12 to 6. All throughout the week except for Sunday. So I'm going to just like that right there. Yeah, so yeah, SoCal Gaming Expo, KO Gaming Line, Gaming Line. See, every time I do like something, it's gonna be close, and I do like it when it's nice and close. And as I said, it is a video gaming shopping retail store. They do have a Twitter, and they do have an Instagram. So they do have all this stuff. So, yeah. If ever you wanted something, I mean, it really is like that. It really is like this. Inside, it really is like this inside. They went to WonderCon, which is in Anaheim. So yeah, they sell everything up there. And yeah, that's what World 8 looks like up close. They up there in their profile picture since my birthday. See, look at that. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. It's just beautiful. I'll close that. But yeah, like I said, it is. If you like stores like this, a small retail shop, but just brings you a little closer to your gaming roots, let me just say, this is the place. This is the place you go to. You check out. This is the place you want to check out. They remember. They know. So sure, it'll be like say prices that went skyrocketing during the days of Toys R Us, but if you like it so much, sure, you want to just take it in. You want to feel it. You want to feel the electricity as far as how it is. And let me tell you. If you're like me and you love your nostalgia, and at the same time, you're okay with the now as well as the then, this is the place to go. So, it is, as I said, store.world-8.com. Anyway, drop by this site if you feel the need to. I will have it in the description box below, and check it out for your own self. And if you have a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, what have you, follow them, like them. Drop them a good word. Tell them Izzy sent you. Okay? See you next time for more great content. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.